Good morning everybody, I am Sarah with the trains and you find me here bright and early on the 26th of October 2025 at Colchester station, ready to get the first train to a brand new station, Beaulieu Park. It's on the Great Eastern Main Line, which hasn't seen a new station in over 100 years. The first train of the day is at 6:56, so I've had to be up very early to get here, but let's head into the station, get our ticket and wait for the train. It is going to be a class 720 though, so prepare for my hips to be bumped on the seats as I try and move down the aisle. Up on the departure screens inside, we can see Beaulieu Park sitting there on the 6:56 to London Liverpool Street. So this right here is the very first train going to Beaulieu Park. I did just jump on for about 5 seconds and then I saw a track machine going across the other side. So of course I had to get off and film that. So now actually on the train, and look who I've bumped into.
I think we're mad enough to do this for the start.
I think so. I haven't seen many other people who are going all the way from Colchester. So, are you ready?
Ready.
For another brand new station?
Yes.
Let's go. And in case you didn't know, this is SimOnTrains. I'll pop a link to his channel somewhere.
We will be calling at Marks Tay, Kelvedon, Witham, Hatfield Peveril, Beaulieu Park, Chelmsford, Ingatestone, Shenfield, Romford, Stratford and London Liverpool Street.
As in, we are away for Beaulieu Park.
So we are now at Beaulieu Park, the first new station to open on the Great Eastern Main Line in over 100 years. That was the first train to London, and the train to Harwich is just about to come in.
Welcome to Beaulieu Park.
Hang on, the announcement a minute ago made it sound like that train was going to stop.
Hello, that's all. Our second train to arrive at Harwich will be from platform 3.
Well, hopefully nobody on platform 3 was expecting to get straight to Harwich from Beaulieu Park. Rumours of a new station first began in the 1990s, when new housing developments began. The idea of a new station became part of Chelmsford's local plan, but this was withdrawn in 2003, with the planning process beginning again in 2008. In 2015, Essex County Council, Network Rail and Countryside developers signed an agreement to work together to deliver a new station. Plans for the new station started in November 2012 and it was originally supposed to cost £53 million. In March of 2014, the housing developer agreed to fund the station and 3,600 homes north east of Chelmsford. The station was originally due to open in 2019, but there were issues with funding. In August of 2019, the Chancellor of the Exchequer agreed to provide £218 million from the Housing Infrastructure Fund for the station and road improvements to unlock 14,000 new homes. There were also £34 million in contributions from the South Essex Local Enterprise Partnership and the developers of Beaulieu Park, Countryside and L&Q. The Beaulieu Park development will hold 14,000 new homes, 3 schools, a business park, a surgery, a hotel, parkland and a bypass. Because everybody loves a good bypass. Plans for the new station were approved in June 2022 by Essex County Council and construction began in March of 2023. For the construction of the station, the first contract for £37.8 million was awarded to J. Murphy & Sons Limited in January of 2023. They were then awarded a second contract for £124 million in September of 2023. Beaulieu Park is intended to help ease congestion at the main station in Chelmsford. The station serves the Beaulieu Park housing development in Boreham. The station will serve Beaulieu, Boreham, Chelmer and the wider Chelmsford area. It should prove a quick way to get into the centre of Chelmsford, as the journey between Beaulieu Park and Chelmsford only takes about 4 minutes. The station will be served by direct trains to London, which will get you into the capital in 40 minutes. At peak times there will be up to 4 trains per hour, and off-peak it will be 2 trains per hour. And it's anticipated that Beaulieu Park will see around 2 million passengers annually. The Office of Rail and Road authorised the opening of the station officially on the 16th of October 2025, although it had already been announced several weeks earlier. So here at Beaulieu Park we have got 3 platforms. We've got platform 3 over there, and we've got this island platform for 1 and 2. Platform 2 isn't currently in use, but the bi-directional loop allows intercity services to pass through while other trains are at the station. In terms of access between the platforms, we do have a stepped footbridge down there, and there is also
Please stand well back from the platform edge while waiting.
a lift to take you up to another footbridge to provide level access. I was wondering if the lift was working, but it has. Yep, it's just come down to platform level.
Doors opening. Lift going up. Doors closing. Footbridge. Doors opening.
Temporary access is available to all platforms via 2 lifts at this station.
Suddenly thought I was stuck, but I was just facing the wrong way.
Doors closing.
Back on platform 2, we've got a sign informing us that retailers are coming soon. So maybe we'll have to come back and find out what retailers those are. There are also toilet facilities on platform number 2. So there is another train coming through at 10 to 8. So I'm going to head back to platform 1 and see if we can get that coming through. So we've got the stepped footbridge at the Colchester end of the platforms, as well as that other footbridge where the lifts are. So let's head up and over.
For your safety, please stand well back from the platform edge while waiting. Fast trains pass through this station regularly. Right, I am now going to head beyond the ticket barriers and have a look around outside the station. For one thing, I believe there's still some goodie bags left. Having now just come through the ticket barriers, I have been seeing very nice people at Greater Anglia and got a free tote bag. Let's have a little look at what is in the free tote bag. We have got a little leaflet, a Greater Anglia notebook, and a Greater Anglia water bottle. They've also been handing out special Beaulieu Park station badges, as well as pens, Railway 200 badges and stickers. They're also handing out Greater Anglia cupcakes, which is excellent because I'm absolutely starving. Since this is only my second station opening, I'm not sure if sweet treats are a common thing. I certainly got a gingerbread reindeer at Ashington. We'll have to wait for another station to open to find out. This is an interchange station, which means we do have plenty of bus stops outside. Let's see what departures we've got going on the screens. Well, there's Chelmsford City Centre and Chelmsford City Centre, as well as Chelmsford City Centre. There's definitely a theme with where these buses go to. In addition to these bus stops, we do have a separate dedicated bit for the rail replacement bus. Also out here, there is plenty of cycle parking. This bit has got a keypad lock. This bit is open. Very useful station information. Here's the Beaulieu Park car park. Don't try and say that too quickly. There is, I've noticed this straight away, there is quite a bit of accessible parking, blue badge parking, which is excellent. At a lot of stations and just places in general, accessible parking can be a very small amount, very minute, and that's not good, because there's plenty of people who do have blue badges who want to travel by train, and there needs to be provision for people to be able to park. So I'm glad to see that here. I think I might be a bit bonkers and try and count how many accessible parking spaces there are. Let's have a go. So I started counting and then inadvertently turned off the camera. So let's count again. Oh yeah, and I forgot to introduce Sam because I turned off the camera by mistake. This is Sam, he's great, he's on YouTube. Your channel name is?
Sam's Autistic Travel Adventures.
Go subscribe to Sam. Now I'm going to count the disabled car parking spaces again. Let's go. Actually, here's the accessible parking. Because I've already counted them and I'm not trying to look like a crazy person, let's tell you the full number. There are 38 accessible car parking spaces, assuming I've counted correctly. Right, we're now inspecting the parking charges and we go by the off-peak, and there is a ticket from Saturday and Sunday from 5 a.m, which is £5. Let's have a look and see where that places Beaulieu Park on the league table.
Beaulieu Park slides into 12th place between Baldock and Hatfield Peveril. Whittam still retains its crown as the most expensive on £8.
So further up the car park, we do have more cycle storage. So if you ride a bike, Beaulieu Park is the place to come. And there's also motorcycle parking. Over there is a truck where you can get a free drink. Let's go do that. I have in fact just found another accessible space, so that brings the total to 39.
As we enter the station building, aside from the lack of retailers, but they are supposed to be coming soon, there is something else lacking at the station. There's a lot of ticket machines, but there's no ticket office. There is, however, a customer information desk to the right of the ticket machines.
So this is the first ticket to Beaulieu Park, and it's quite special because of the writing at the bottom. You can see it failed to print out the outward part. And I'm going to introduce you to whose ticket this is.
Hello.
This is Finn.
I'm Finn, yes. I'm also on YouTube under Finn Jones if you're interested. Rudely interrupted. But yeah, I was the first person to get this ticket at 6:30 in the morning as soon as the station opened. And it failed to print probably because I'm the first person to ever print a ticket out of it. So yeah, they had to write at the bottom to accept it on the outward train, which I've already been on. But yeah, this is getting framed in my bedroom now.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I would do that if that was mine. That's really cool. Just to talk very quickly about ticket pricing, if you're wanting to get from Beaulieu Park to Chelmsford on an off-peak day return, it is £4 or £2.65 with a rail card. So that's a pretty decent price, I think.
Please stand by.
it suddenly occurs to me that there's one area of the station I haven't actually provided an opinion on, and that's the toilet. So let's do that. Obviously I'm not going to film in the loo, that would be strange, but I'll certainly give you a loo review afterwards. Here is the loo. As you can see, there's male, female and accessible, and all the signs have braille on them. So my loo review is that the loos at Beaulieu Park are pretty good. I mean, I would expect them to be because it's opening day. About the only complaint I have is that somebody had clearly not flushed the toilet properly before me, but that's not the fault of the station, that's just people being grotty. There's automatic hand dryers as you would expect, and with the cubicles, the end cubicle opens outwards and there's a bit more space, so that's good for anybody who has accessibility needs. All in all, a solid 8 out of 10 score. So having had a good explore of Beaulieu Park Station, the newest station on the Great Eastern Main Line for over 100 years, I can safely say that I give my full approval of this station. It's great, it's got a lot of great facilities, and I'm not at all biased by the fact that I've got a free cupcake. I think this station has a lot of great potential, and we'll have to see how well it does in the years to come. And maybe we'll come back here one day. Well, I think it's safe to say we probably will come back here, because I think I'm going to stick it on one of my Wheels of Fortune for a random video. I'm going to be getting the next train out of Beaulieu Park, which is heading to Chelmsford.
We will be calling at Chelmsford, Shenfield, Stratford and London Liverpool Street.
Now at Chelmsford, that is a class 720, and we just had a 4-minute journey from Beaulieu Park to here. I've had a great morning, it's been a great station opening. I hope you've enjoyed the video. I'm now off for some well-deserved lunch. I think it's well-deserved anyway, and I'll see you next time for another railway adventure. Bye!
As always, an extra special thank you to all of my patrons and channel members whose names are on screen now, as well as to everybody who donates to me on Ko-fi. You all keep this channel going. And an extra shout out to everybody I met at Beaulieu Park.
It's just been pointed out to me that the sign on the signal box at Chelmsford is an old Network South East sign.